Welcome to the Deep Dive. You know, today we're diving into a story that I think you'll find fascinating. We're going to trace the incredible journey of Sam Walton, the man who built a retail empire, can you believe it, from the humblest beginnings.
Oh, absolutely.
You're interested in understanding how this farmer's son turned a single dime store into Walmart, the world's largest company.
It's a truly incredible story.
It is, and buckle up, because we're about to uncover the grit, the innovation, and maybe even some of the secrets behind Sam Walton's extraordinary rise.
I think we'll unearth some fascinating insights along the way.
And hey, before we get started, if you're finding this deep dive valuable, don't forget to hit that like button.
Yes, please do.
Subscribe to the channel and leave us a comment below. We always love hearing from you. So let's start at the beginning.
Okay.
Sam Walton's story, it's not just about business acumen. It's about how deeply his early life during the Great Depression shaped his entire outlook. Imagine growing up on a farm in the 1920s and 30s, witnessing firsthand the devastating effects of economic hardship. His father, a farm loan appraiser, was often tasked with the heartbreaking duty of repossessing farms,
Really tough job.
sometimes even from people he knew.
It's hard to imagine the emotional toll that must have taken.
Absolutely. That must have left a mark on a young Sam. You can see how those experiences would instill a sense of frugality and resourcefulness.
Definitely. Sam learned early on that money was hard-earned and even harder to keep. He had this incredible work ethic, always looking for ways to make a little extra. He had a paper route, helped his mom with her milk delivery business.
A young entrepreneur in the making.
Exactly. And he even raised rabbits and pigeons to sell. This wasn't just a kid trying to make some pocket money.
Right.
This was the foundation of his entrepreneurial spirit being laid.
It's amazing to think that these early experiences were shaping the mindset of the future founder of Walmart. So he's got this incredible work ethic, but did he always know he wanted to be in retail?
You know, interestingly enough, no. His path wasn't a straight line. He actually excelled in academics and was a star athlete in high school.
Wow.
He even considered a career in politics at one point. Talk about ambition.
From a small-town farm to potentially the White House, that's quite a leap. But what ultimately steered him towards the world of retail?
Well, after graduating from the University of Missouri, he landed a job at JCPenney in 1940. This experience, though short-lived, would prove to be pivotal in shaping his understanding of retail. And here's a surprising twist. He wasn't exactly a model employee.
Oh, really?
Yes, he struggled with paperwork, his record-keeping was a mess, and his manager even doubted his future in retail.
So not exactly the retail prodigy we'd expect.
Yeah.
But he must have picked up some valuable lessons during his time at JCPenney. What were some of the key takeaways that he would later apply to Walmart?
Well, for one, he saw firsthand the success of JCPenney's strategy of focusing on small towns, a concept that would become a cornerstone of Walmart's expansion. He also witnessed the founder, John Cash Penny, actively visiting stores and engaging with employees.
Hands-on leadership?
Exactly. Highlighting the importance of staying connected to the front lines of the business. And perhaps most importantly, he learned a valuable lesson about efficiency and cost saving.
Those are essential ingredients for success in retail. It sounds like those experiences were a crash course in retail operations, even if it wasn't always smooth sailing. So, armed with these newfound insights, did he jump right into starting Walmart?
Not quite. Remember, he was still a young man, only 27, when he took his first major leap into retail entrepreneurship.
Okay.
He bought a Ben Franklin franchise store in Newport, Arkansas. And this wasn't some prime location. The store was struggling, barely making a profit. But Sam, he saw potential where others saw failure.
That must have taken some serious guts and vision. What were some of the early strategies he used to turn that struggling store around?
Well, he brought his signature drive and innovation to the challenge. He understood the power of price and started offering lower prices than his competitors. But he didn't stop there.
What else did he do?
He implemented unconventional promotional tactics. You know, things like setting up ice cream and popcorn machines outside the store.
That's a great way to attract families.
Exactly. It was all about attracting families and creating a buzz in the community.
It's amazing how those early strategies, focusing on low prices and community engagement, would become hallmarks of Walmart's success.
Yeah,
But wasn't there a setback in this part of his journey?
there was, and it was a heartbreaking one. After 5.5 years of hard work and success, he lost the store due to an oversight in the lease agreement. He hadn't secured the option to renew
Oh, no.
and was forced to walk away from everything he had built.
That must have been devastating. To lose everything after putting in so much effort How did he recover from such a setback?
It's a testament to his character that he didn't let this defeat him. He viewed it as a learning opportunity, vowing to never repeat that mistake. He picked himself up, dusted himself off, and set his sights on Bentonville, Arkansas.
Bentonville, the future home of Walmart. It's fascinating how a small town became the epicenter of such a massive retail empire. So what happened next in Bentonville?
He opened a new Ben Franklin franchise. But this time, he was extra cautious, securing a 99-year lease for the barbershop next door.
Wow. He was determined to be in control.
He was determined to control his own destiny and never be forced out again. He continued refining his retail strategy, visiting countless stores, even dropping in on corporate headquarters unannounced, constantly seeking new ideas and insights. And this wasn't just about observing, he was actively learning, adapting, and looking for ways to improve.
That's incredible dedication. So at this point, the seeds of the Walmart concept were starting to take shape, right?
They were, but the path to realizing that vision wasn't straightforward. In fact, when he first pitched his idea of a discount store to the Ben Franklin executives, they flat out rejected it. They couldn't envision his concept of offering consistently low prices, operating on lower margins, and focusing on rural communities.
It's amazing how sometimes the most revolutionary ideas are initially met with resistance. It takes a true visionary to see the potential where others only see obstacles.
And that's exactly what Sam Walton was, a visionary. Undeterred by the rejection, he decided to forge his own path. In 1962, he took the leap and opened the first Walmart store in Rogers, Arkansas.
That takes incredible courage to go against the established players and trust your own instincts. Tell me more about that first Walmart. Was it a grand, extravagant affair?
You might be surprised to hear that the first Walmart was a modest 16,000 square foot store in a small town.
Really?
But what it lacked in size and grandeur, it made up for in immediate success.
So the classic story of humble beginnings leading to extraordinary results. It sounds like we're just scratching the surface of this incredible journey.
We are. And as we move into the next part of Sam Walton's story, we'll see how his unwavering commitment to customer satisfaction, low prices, and innovative strategies propelled Walmart from that single store to a global retail giant.
This is where it gets really interesting. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with part 2 of our deep dive into the remarkable life of Sam Walton and the rise of Walmart. And as always, we'd love to hear your thoughts. So don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment below.
As we move into the 1980s, we see Walmart's rapid expansion, but even amidst this incredible growth, Sam Walton never lost his hunger for innovation. He was always, searching for the next big opportunity.
That's what's so remarkable about his story.
Right.
Even as Walmart was achieving unprecedented success, he wasn't content to rest on his laurels.
Right.
He kept pushing the boundaries, exploring new ideas, and that's what ultimately led him to the concept of the membership wholesale club.
Precisely. He saw the success of a company called Price Club, which offered bulk goods at discounted prices to members. Instead of just admiring the concept from a distance, Sam decided to experience it firsthand.
He had to see it for himself.
He did. He visited a Price Club in San Diego and was immediately convinced that this model had the potential to be huge.
So typical Sam Walton, he doesn't just think about it, he takes action.
He takes action.
But this wasn't just a small experiment, was it?
No, not at all. He moved quickly, and by April of 1983, the first Sam's Club opened its doors. This wasn't a slow rollout either.
Wow.
Sam's Club expanded aggressively, reaching 23 stores by the end of that year.
That's impressive.
Within just 3 years, they were generating almost $800 million in sales.
That's a staggering rate of growth.
Yeah.
Clearly, he had tapped into something significant. But as both Walmart and Sam's Club were experiencing this incredible expansion, were there any internal challenges emerging?
There were Sam's intense focus on growth and efficiency, while crucial to the company's success, also created some friction. In the mid-1970s, he decided to step back from the day-to-day operations and appointed a new CEO, Ron Mayer.
Interesting.
However, it proved to be much harder than he anticipated to truly detach himself from the business he had poured his heart and soul into.
It's understandable to build something from scratch and then try to let go, especially for someone as passionate as Sam Walton. It couldn't have been easy.
It wasn't. He found himself constantly offering suggestions, making changes, and essentially undermining Mayer's authority. It became clear that this arrangement wasn't working. And ultimately, Sam made the difficult decision to return as CEO, leading to Mayer's departure.
It must have been a tough call, but it speaks volumes about his commitment to Walmart. He wasn't just a founder. He was deeply invested in every aspect of the company.
Right. And despite this setback, he never stopped seeking out top talent, always looking for individuals who shared his passion,
Right.
work ethic, and dedication to the customer.
Always building for the future, even as he navigated the challenges of the present. Speaking of the future, the 1980s also marked a turning point in Walmart's approach to technology, didn't it?
Yes, indeed. Remember how Sam was initially skeptical of computers, seeing them as an unnecessary expense?
I do. He was very much a hands-on, in-person kind of leader.
He was. Well, it had a remarkable change of heart.
Really?
He began to understand that technology, rather than being a burden, could actually be a powerful tool
Yeah.
for efficiency growth and gaining a competitive edge.
This is a crucial moment in the story. It shows his willingness to adapt and embrace new ideas, even challenging his own previous assumptions. This wasn't just a minor shift in thinking. This led to some major decisions.
Oh, it did. In 1979, at the age of 61,
Wow.
he made the bold decision to invest $500 million in a state-of-the-art computer system.
It's a huge investment.
It was a huge gamble at a time when many companies were hesitant about such new and expensive technology.
It's that Sam saw the potential, the way it could revolutionize their operations. This wasn't just about keeping up. It was about leaping ahead. How did this investment impact Walmart's trajectory?
It was a game changer. This system connected all of their stores, warehouses, and headquarters in real time, providing an unprecedented level of data visibility
Wow.
and operational efficiency. They could track inventory, manage logistics, analyze sales trends, and make data-driven decisions with incredible speed and accuracy.
This must have given them a significant advantage over their competitors, especially at a time when real-time data analysis was relatively unheard of in the retail industry.
It absolutely did. It allowed them to streamline their supply chain, optimize inventory management, and ultimately offer even lower prices to their customers. This technological leapfrogging played a major role in their continued success.
It's a classic example of how embracing innovation, even when it seems risky, can pay off in a big way. But as Walmart's influence continued to grow, it wasn't without its critics. Concerns began to surface about the impact of their low prices and aggressive expansion, particularly on smaller retailers and local communities.
That's right. The Walmart effect, as it came to be known, sparked important debates about the role of large corporations in the economy. The delicate balance between competition and fairness, and the potential consequences of prioritizing low costs above all else.
These are complex issues with no easy answers, and they raise important questions about the responsibility that comes with such immense success. It's clear that Sam Walton's legacy is multifaceted, encompassing both remarkable achievements and legitimate concerns about the impact of his business practices.
Exactly. As we delve deeper into the later years of his life and the continued evolution of Walmart, it's crucial to consider both the positive and the negative aspects of his legacy to truly understand the full scope of his influence on the world of retail and beyond. But before we do that,
Yes.
we want to hear from you. What are your thoughts on Sam Walton's approach to embracing technology? Leave a comment below and let's continue the conversation. We'll be back soon with part 3 of our deep dive into the remarkable life of Sam Walton and the rise of Walmart. As Walmart's influence, reached new heights, the scrutiny surrounding its practices intensified, the company faced growing criticism for its impact on small businesses.
Yeah, it was really starting to disrupt things.
Its treatment of employees and its reliance on overseas factories,
Right.
it became a real focal point.
It's a fascinating case study, I think, in the complex relationship between corporate success and social responsibility.
Yeah.
As Walmart transformed into a global giant, it had to confront the ethical implications of its business model and its impact on, different stakeholders.
Right. And these weren't just theoretical concerns either.
No.
Walmart faced numerous lawsuits and public protests,
Wow.
alleging unfair labor practices, wage suppression, and inadequate benefits for its employees.
It really raised those questions
Yeah.
about whether the relentless pursuit of low prices came at the expense of the people who made it all possible.
It did.
It's a stark reminder that even in the drive for efficiency and cost savings, a company can't lose sight of the well-being of its workforce.
Absolutely. And the scrutiny extended beyond Walmart's operations within the United States.
Okay.
Investigative reports exposed questionable labor conditions in some of the overseas factories supplying Walmart with goods.
I see.
This brought to light concerns about sweatshop labor and exploitation within their global supply chain.
It really highlights the complexities of globalization, I think, and the challenges of ensuring ethical sourcing practices when dealing with such a vast network of international suppliers.
It does. These controversies put a dent in Walmart's reputation and forced the company to reevaluate its approach to social responsibility.
Hmm.
This led to internal reforms, increased transparency, and a greater emphasis on ethical sourcing and sustainable practices. It's a reminder that even the most successful companies need to adapt and evolve continuously, responding to changing social expectations and addressing ethical concerns directly.
It seems like Sam Walton, despite his flaws, demonstrated a capacity for learning and adaptation throughout his career. Did he remain involved in these efforts to address the challenges facing Walmart even in his later years?
He did. He stayed engaged with the business, always looking for ways to improve and tackle the issues that arose. He understood that complacency could lead to stagnation and that a company, no matter how successful, should never stop striving for betterment.
As we approach, the end of Sam Walton's journey, what kind of legacy did he ultimately leave behind?
It's a complex legacy, to be sure. He revolutionized the retail industry, creating a model that offered low prices and convenience to millions of customers worldwide. His company provided jobs and opportunities for countless individuals.
It did.
However, he also left a legacy of controversy, sparking debates about globalization, corporate responsibility, and the ethical implications of business practices.
It's a powerful reminder that even the most influential figures leave behind a blend of achievements and challenges, inspiring both admiration and critique. It's a story that encourages us to look beyond the surface and grapple with the complexities of success.
Sam Walton's story continues to be studied and debated, offering valuable lessons about entrepreneurship, innovation, leadership, and the evolving relationship between business and society. It challenges us to think critically about the consequences of our choices, both as consumers and as participants in the global economy.
It's been an incredible journey exploring the life and legacy of Sam Walton. From those humble beginnings on a farm to building a retail empire, his story is full of twists and turns and valuable lessons. Thank you so much for joining us on this deep dive. If you enjoyed it, please hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and leave a comment below. We always love hearing from you. We'll see you next time.